Well, the city's nightlife scene is constantly evolving. A lot of popular clubs have closed since the pandemic. At the same time, new bars and restaurants continue to open as well.
Joining us now with a look at how the industry is evolving is Jeff Garcia. He's the executive director of the city's Office of Nightlife. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So much has changed since 2020. Tell us a little bit about how nightlife industry is it bouncing back?
It's completely back. We are so happy. Make no mistake. New York City nightlife is back. It has expanded all across our city. That's one of the things that happened post-pandemic is that we've seen it grow in places like Brooklyn, the Bronx, and Queens. So now it's more of a 5-borough nightlife city, where it was usually concentrated in Manhattan. I know when I was growing up, but I would basically
coming to the big clubs in the city,
going to Manhattan, going to Midtown, right? Now folks can enjoy great nightlifes in their own communities, and we've seen that growth all across the city.
Yeah, I feel like that's the story of New York, really, isn't it? Like new opportunities pop up where maybe the rent's cheaper, up-and-coming neighborhoods, that sort of thing is always shifting and changing.
Absolutely, and many of the changes that we have done here have just made it easier as well. The work that Mayor Adams did in late 2023, changing how the city engages with businesses, in an education approach, education over enforcement. It's no more of that, gotcha moment. It's more, we got you. So it's the best time to open up a business in the city. We've seen thousands of new nightlife establishments open all across the city, and jobs are back.
That's really great to hear. What about the restaurant industry? Are we seeing more or less the same thing?
Absolutely. Well, we've seen that evolve as well, which is great. See, restaurants now, it's more of that vibe dining where you go in, you have dinner, and now the restaurant transitions into that more nightlife type of atmosphere, and you can stay and hang out. And usually in some of these places right next door, they have another, an adjacent nightlife establishment that you can transition right into that establishment as well.
It's interesting. I got so used to seeing all those outdoor dining cabanas everywhere. Now they are finally gone. And it's interesting. We get so used to seeing them. How are
temporarily they're gone because we made it permanent, right? That's one of the great things that came out of the pandemic that saved over 100,000 jobs in this city was the implementation of this new outdoor dining all across our city, right? We only primarily saw that in Manhattan. Now we see it in all our boroughs, and we're happy that it's permanent. We're going to see sidewalk cafes all across our city, and streeteries, right? The spots that you saw right in front of your cafe and the parking spot area, and that's great. And that's one of the amazing things that came out of COVID, right, is that now these establishments can hire more people and generate more revenue all across our city.
It can get expensive, the rules and regulations. So what does your office do to help people who want to start a business?
Well, we, one of our partners in city government, in my office, is the Food and Beverage Partnership team, and they have a one-sheeter there, right, that you can put in all the numbers, and it'll tell you if it's worth it for you to open up in your establishment. So we have the tools and the resources to help the folks navigate that, and we're there to help. Contact us at SBS, to the Office of Small Business Services, and we're there to help them navigate through all these programs that we have.
Yeah, we work 3 to 11. I feel like you've got weirder hours than ours. What's your schedule?
Well, it's some late hours. After I leave here, I got to go to Queens and visit some establishments out there and work with them. And again, it's that education-first approach, really giving the businesses the support that they need, especially in the nightlife industry.
Yeah, it's less adversarial, it seems. All right, Jeff Garcia, we appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
And